It's your brother Talib here. Just finished morning meditation, morning dhikr. I did the Lasim and also Fajr prayer. Not on time though, but after I woke up. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm thinking about how to get this message across in a good way. You see, we talk a lot about surrendering to Allah, surrendering to reality. But what does that really mean? What has helped me and how the Sufi practices are helping me is that, when I was younger, I used to fear different emotions. So, say that you get panic anxiety, then you fear that feeling of panic. And I was in this state of mind when I was younger. So it was like kind of running away from myself. I was all the time, doing different kinds of things that will make me happy. And I was structuring my entire life as a young person around avoiding the feeling of panic attacks. I am not there at all anymore. Thank God, alhamdulillah. Because the thing is, when we learn spiritual practices, we learn to surrender to reality. Life, the nature of life is not that it is always supposed to be good. Whoever told that told a lie, a big fat lie. And myself, I never liked the sort of people that are always smiling and everything is always happy. That's not reality. Nobody is all the time happy. And this fake displaying of happiness on social media and all of that things is contributing so incredibly much to collective anxiety and collective suffering. Because when we watch those things, we think that those people are all the time happy. Yet they might be miserable most of the time. Then they go to one fancy restaurant once and then they post it all over social media. And you think that the life is like that all the time because they don't show the bad sides. No, it's not like that. And many people in social media, they speak out about this. And some of the newer content that we are starting to see is actually centered around being real. Some of the content, for example, on TikTok that is trending is about people being very, very real. Now, let me say something from the spiritual path, from the Sufi path. Life is most certainly not all the time going to be good. All the emotions you feel are completely natural. Life goes like this. The Sirat al-Mustaqim, the middle road, is like this. It's a surrender to the fact that you have ups and downs. You have sunshine and rain. So I've learned to accept every feeling that I feel inside of me. That is what is true meditation, is when you can see, okay, now I'm stressed. Okay, now I'm afraid. And believe me, when you accept that you are afraid, when I accept that I am afraid, I suffer so much less than if I sit and consciously think that I'm supposed to be happy all the time. Why am I stressed? No. Fear, I don't want it. Away with the fear feeling. No, I don't think like that. I'm like, okay, no, I'm afraid. It's fine. You see, because everything happens the way it was always supposed to happen, what we call divine decree in the sixth pillar of Iman. What does that mean? It means that whatever you're thinking right now was meant to be. Whatever you're feeling was meant to be. Whether you have a crystal clear vision and are working very hard to manifest your vision, you are meant to do exactly that right at this moment. Or whether you are still figuring out your vision, you are meant to do that right in this moment. Or whether you are demotivated, you don't have a vision, and you're anxious, you're supposed to do exactly that in this moment. There is no imperfection in the universe. There is no imperfection in the universe. Everything is perfect. You can never make a mistake. Now that's a very foreign way of thinking, that you can actually never make a mistake. You can just do different things that lead to different consequences. You can say things that make people happy. You can say things that piss people off. Now when you see that, then you see that you're in control of your life and you can choose what to generate. So anything you do, if you do something that is not good, it's only an opportunity for you to learn about yourself. It's only an opportunity for you to learn about life, that if I do this, then it will lead to that. This, if I do that, it will lead to that consequence. But you can never make a mistake. And there are no mistakes in the universe, because everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to happen in this moment. And when I realized that, I suffer so much less, believe me. And suffering is really a part of human nature. It really is. We have ups and downs, but we have this wrong view, these wrong expectations that happiness is to be up all the time. And it is compounded by social media. And I would say that that's the #1 source of our suffering, is that we actually expect to be happy all the time. And to have these dopamine kicks, these huge, when we are at the best party and everyone is smiling, these huge dopamine kicks. That's not reality. Life is up and down. And the problem with that is that when we expect it to be like this, we might go to very big extremes in our life, which people do, to achieve that happiness. And then when we have sacrificed our souls to get money and buy big boats in Switzerland, we are sitting in the boat and we are not happy, and we don't know why. We achieved all that money and we are not happy. We don't know why. Why? Because we think that life is about happiness. It's not. Life goes up and down and up and down. When we surrender to that, you can achieve that state, which I have achieved, where I don't fear my emotions anymore. I'm not afraid of what I'm feeling. I'm accepting that I am sad. I'm accepting that I'm in pain. I'm accepting that I'm stressed. And that is the essence of surrendering to Allah, to accepting how reality always manifests in the moment, accepting that I'm happy now, accepting that I'm in pain, accepting that I have not figured it out yet, accepting that I'm working really hard right now, or accepting that I'm not working really hard right now, or accepting whatever manifests. You can even get to those states where you accept really bad things that happen in the life, divorce, something like that, because it's all a part of life. It was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be suffering so that we can learn and transform ourselves. But I will say one thing: the power I have is myself. I have the power to transform myself, and I have the power through spiritual practices to master myself. And that gives me so much confidence and so much safety and so much comfort that no matter how bad I'm feeling, I can always go into meditation and to do dhikr and achieve a level of surrender and inner peace through that. And that makes me much more fearless. I didn't say completely fearless. I have fear too, but much more fearless in life. Hopefully this video is helpful. Assalamu alaikum.